is a chilly, windy morning out. Holy cow. Temperatures dropped big time yesterday, down to about, I think it's 27 degrees this morning. Snow falling, you can see snow covering the ground. And just as I thought, the action has been pretty good. Had a bunch of doe in early, grunted in a little fork buck, and then a buck that I actually ran into here last year when he was 3.5. He has a double throat patch. Was it 8-pointer last year? He just came into 40 yards. And unfortunately the wind swirled and he caught wind of me and took off, so I only got a couple of pictures. But he is a dandy 8-pointer this year at 4.5 years old. Not a buck that I want to take yet, but I was so happy to see him. I just think he's really cool, perfectly symmetrical, 8-pointer, typical. Yeah, he's a good looking buck. Not one that I want to take this year, but next year for sure he's going to be, if he makes it through hunting season and makes it through the winter, that's gonna be a buck that I target hard next year. Not a super high scoring deer, like I said, just a typical 8-pointer, but he's so cool looking. His neck is huge this year, just all swole up. I like that deer a lot, but it's about 9:30 now, and action's starting to die off, so I'm gonna give it about another half hour. Then I got a couple of trail cam cards that I'm gonna check on my way out, and we'll see what's been kicking around. But it's a super fun morning so far. I've had a ton of deer around, but man, is it cold. Whew. Went back out for this afternoon. It's still super cold, windy. It was like 32, 33, so it didn't warm up hardly at all from this morning. So far I haven't seen a deer. I'm still super excited. This is the first time I've sat in the stand all year. Figured with this cold front coming in, I'd get in a little bit deeper into the woods. I saw that double throat patch buck, that 8-pointer from this morning. I saw him last year, this past winter. My brother saw him out in an alfalfa field and told me that he made it. So I just wanted to make sure that he made it through the winter. So when I was coming in here, one of the things that I wanted to see was I wanted to run into him again and make sure that he made it through, and he looks like a beautiful deer this year. I'm happy that he stayed out as far as he did, because if he was closer, maybe it wasn't as windy, I really would have been tempted to take him. I'm thinking now I'm gonna let him walk if I see him again in here. I really want to see him at 5.5 years old. He's just a beautiful deer, perfectly typical 8-pointer. He grew a lot from 3.5 to 4.5. I want to see if he makes a big jump to 5.5. I got up here into the stand at about 3:15. It's a little bit after 5 o'clock right now. There are freaking squirrels everywhere down here. After we get a couple of deer on the ground, I'm gonna have to come back here and do a little squirrel hunting. Tomorrow is Iowa's pheasant opener. So I think the plan is tomorrow morning to go out, try to get a couple of roosters, and I might sneak back in here tomorrow afternoon. Who knows? I might be too tired and just end up taking a nap. Got about a half hour of shooting light left. So far, I've seen 4 or 5 does and one little fork buck that I grunted at and had him right in at 20 yards. That was pretty cool. There's been quite a bit of action today. This cold front is exactly what we needed to get him up and moving. So, makes me pumped for the rest of the season.